And good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, depending on where you are headed from. Actually, let's go right here. Salt Mine, Group Play, Stage 2. It's the first round, and it is Vatira versus Nass. Let's get that volume up a little bit, shall we? Need to be able to hear what we're looking at. So nobody confident in a Vatira 3-0, but mostly everybody confident that Vatira is going to win this series. And was talking a little bit about Nass's journey in the group stage or in stage number 1. But Vatira's was a lot better. And if those of you remember, there was a healthy heaping pile of salt attached to Vatira's run the last time around. He ended 4-1 in his group with some pretty dang good results behind him. Vatira 3-0 against Oski. He ran 3-1 against TRK, which is a quality victory. We got 3-0 versus Shadi. And then, obviously, the last match was Ross Vatira 3-1, where Ross beat him. It ended up a 3-way tie for first place, and Vatira lost due to tiebreakers. And now he's back here in stage 2. He did well enough to stay in the group stage. He does well enough to pick up a couple of goals in the first minute. And Nass definitely had a tougher time over on the other half. Now, you might be able to argue that Nass had the tougher group. And Nass did play some close games over in his group. This first game is proving already Nass going to have some difficulty. I did go back and I watched the last time Vatira and Nass played against each other. It was a extremely grounded game. Nass just taking advantage of Vatira's aggression and pumping the ball out, scoring a lot. Oh, nice work here from Nass. Vatira giving him a nice shot on the play. That's a nice shot for short. As you see Vatira coming back onto it. Nice little pogo popper in the middle of the field. Vatira cuts in to defend the catch and flick, but then Nass just turns his nose upwards, gets the little pogo pop. That was a beautiful goal there from Nass. Now he's got control again, and ooh, Vatira just misses it. As again, with Nass full control, Vatira matching him step for step here. And it's just all about timing. You're hanging on to that reset. He's expecting Nass. He's covering Nass's potential shot right there, but Nass just lets it drop in front. Vatira never gets to block a shot. And Nass is the one who gets to tie the game. So two great plays from Nass. First, that pogo from the midfield. And then the fake, or the threat of the touch, decides to just lay off of it to get by Vatira twice. I thought Vatira approached that pretty decently if you're going to shadow him off the ceiling. Again, it's just, picking your poison there. Now he tries to go backwards, and Nass puts it right on top of him. So 3-1 earlier for Vatira, but now 3 straight goals for Nass. A little bit of aerial play from Nass. Vatira hasn't had much of a try for it. He went off the sidewall last time he was on offense. Nass defends him this time. Vatira will keep to it. He's got that midfield boost. Decent control. And will just let Nass 50 into it. Good job again from Vatira. Holding on to his dodge. Letting Nass hit the ball into him. Full boost into it. And he'll win that 50-50, no problem. This is pretty much what I expected out of this game. I'm not sure if I expect a high score every time, but, chat, you smarties out there, had the feeling that it's definitely going 4 or 5. 4 at the least. Nass going to pop that ball up, try to give himself a little bit of breathing room. But Vatira is locking him in right now, and cheeky corner boost for Vatira. Instead of recovering quickly, Nass gets a free ball. Nass, a quick recovery, and going for that corner boost. That's an oopsie there for Vatira. Nass still coming down. Nass is one of my players to definitely watch this group stage, albeit his group being a little harder this time around. I do think that he's been getting better over time. He's played some of these real tightly, but you can't deny the skill from Vatira in these last 2 minutes. The reset. Nass stays on top of him. Vatira got the dunk, but it was just away, and he'll get right back, no problem. He'll tie things up. And Nass, the bar ruins him there as he tries to challenge, but it's just a great job from Vatira again. Managing the ball well in the air. Keeps control of it, always has his nose square on the ball. He's never off of it in game number 1. Now Nass finally gets control again, and will go right underneath. Vatira tried to get aggressive. And Nass just lets the ball come down gently into the net. So looking at Vatira, tries to jump that reset read early, and Nass gets underneath him. Again, great mind from Nass on, well, that's 3 of his goals now, where he's outbrained Vatira. But granted, you know, when you're given the advantage on offense like that, when you have the reset, you do put your opponent in a tough spot. And Nass has put Vatira in a couple of tough spots now. See if he can really extend this lead, though. No one's gotten more than 2 goals ahead apiece in game number 1. Vatira the flip up, just trying to keep tracking the ball. Small pad game for Nass. Vatira seeing if he can get Nass to bite initially, and nice patience from Vatira. Sees Nass coming in. You know, it's all about dodge timing on that challenge sitting in front of the net. If you are a little early, you'll get dunked. You'll lose control of the ball for sure. Even if you don't get dunked, you gotta let that attacker hit that ball into you, flip at the perfect time. Vatira did it, and look what it got him. It got him a return goal pretty easy. Now he's chasing down Nass. Wait a minute, I thought it was on player. And we don't get it. Oh, nice recovery there from Nass. He'll push it away. Yeah, not much Nass can do with the ball here. Track it as far as he can. Vatira gets a chance to tie this right here. Stays on top of it, and Nass, the slight hesitation. Is he going for the reset? Is he going to go for a bump? You know Vatira is capable of pretty much anything from this position. But Nass coming across, Vatira turns off cam to make sure he knows where Nass is. He knows a simple touch boosting into on Nass's side of the ball will push across from him. Great job from Vatira to tie up the game. 14 goals, maybe a 15th already. 40 left. Vatira got underneath him. Nass, no boost. He does bump Vatira off the ball. Still nothing though. Vatira can't recover. That's a Nass goal. Vatira couldn't get back in time. Nass will take the game, or not the game, but take the goal. And yeah, Vatira just didn't have enough. Ended up splitting the gap on pads. He ends up catching 1 pad on his turnaround, and maybe he can get back, but Nass did a great job staying on top of that ball, gaining speed onto it, and almost getting 2 goals up in game number 1. Vatira just really needs 1 good break here against Nass. He's got a full tank now off his own side wall. He's beating him well this time. He tries to go for the bump, and Nass was ready for him. Classic Vatira air dribble bump. Does not work out this time. 4 seconds left to go. It's all but assured Nass's victory here. But we'll see. Unless Vatira's got something tricky on the kickoff. We haven't seen much tricks. And Nass full front flip into the ball. Even a 10th goal as time expires. No problem for Nass in game number 1. That was certainly a back and forth game with Vatira dominating a lot of the presence. Look at the field control, almost nabbing 60% of it. Anything based on everything I've watched in Salt Mine so far, if you get anywhere close to 60 plus, that is definitely pretty dominant, but it's not the only thing that matters. We do see that statistic definitely telling the story sometimes. I don't think it tells the story there. Nass, very patient on defense, and what's going on here? Vatira is back in. Okay, everyone's in, no problem. That's the beauty of the match admin client. We can reset, and we can still play the game. So let's do it. Nass took game number 1. Simple wave dash recovery kickoff to start off game number 2. That is a great shot. Nass is so good at eking those out. Every single 1v1 match I watch of Nass, the one thing he's been consistent at, that you have to be consistent at in ones. So as soon as you see a player take themselves out of position, just bang that ball as hard as you can into the back of the net, no matter where you are. Now he's going to get 2 off the kickoff. Vatira just gets back in time. Good diving stop. And you know what's funny? The match from 2 months ago on Fear's channel I was watching, this was Fear Fest. Nice goal from Vatira. Caught Nass on the reset there. Tie things up quick. But watching the last time these guys played, that's a great goal from Vatira, was Nass catching Vatira out on being too aggressive with his positioning. We saw it last game where Vatira goes for the corner boosts and forces himself into a slow recovery. And we just saw at the start of this game where he catches Vatira out boosting forward to go get a boost earlier. And now Vatira caught with low boost. Nass, it's an easy stroll in his car to take the lead here. And nice job staying low on the 50. Vatira, if he is a little tighter to the car there, I think he ends up pushing that 50 off of Nass. But Nass, you see him kind of shift to the left a little bit, and Vatira had too much momentum to his right side. So it ended up just hitting right back into Nass's car. Couldn't actually push it over his hood. But closer one maybe if you run it back. Doesn't really matter though. Vatira takes it right back. Easy peasy. Nice job holding on to his ceiling reset. Nass thought as it was dropping that he thought he had a chance at it, so he went for it, but he was never close. Vatira had him beat clean. Great job from Vatira. That one could be tricky from Nass. I'm sad I didn't have Nass's perspective there. And I just wanted to watch Vatira again. But seeing Nass go for that one, I wonder how far the spacing looked on his screen. Now we got control again. Tried to pop off the hood, but Vatira was ready for it. Okay, Vatira going for the ground game. Lets it go. Oh, did not quite get the control he wanted out of the ball there. A little slight pop. Nass gets to punish it. Some field control for Nass, which is working well for him off the ceiling. And just let it go. Vatira not too scared of that one either. Sitting in the middle of the net, Nass knowing it was going to be a tough shot either way, but he gets a good 50 here. He'll just keep on playing, and he'll get the next goal. This game a little more methodical than the last one. It was what, like, it was 4-4 at the end of the first minute in game one, wasn't it? Maybe not 4-4, but it certainly felt like it. Grab for Vatira off the bar, more defense, more small pads, 36, uncomfortable, but making it work. Recovers off deep blue for the net, and Nass still puts it in. That was a good try from Vatira in a low boost situation. Nass taking advantage on him on one. Vatira, that's an outstanding recovery. And he almost got the ball literal centimeters away from that. I think centimeters are really what's separating it right now. Vatira winning that kickoff. How's he win this one? He's looking too well. Looks like Nass just wasn't really square on the ball as he tried to dodge up into it. Vatira higher up on the ball. Nass's car forced up too high. He can't recover. But Nass does not care because Nass will just win another challenge in the midfield off of this. Vatira kind of ends up pushing him forward a little bit on the attempted recovery. And that ends up working out for him. Nice work for Nass. This is troubling for Vatira. Vatira's consistently, besides the first minute of game one, where he was up 3-1, he's consistently had to work back from a deficit. That's another good goal. Whenever he gets control of the ball, gets to pop it up, his aerial game is as good as anybody's out there. And he'll drop it down, Nass. There's too many threats. When is Vatira going to pop that reset? Is he going to go down? Wait, he went down last time. I'm not sure. And next thing you know, ball's in the back of the net. Vatira this time will go quickly from his own back wall. Go backwards on the reset and push Nass backwards. He made that look more threatening than it may have ended up being at the very end. Nass with control. Got the bump, but got pushed up too high, actually. On contact with Vatira. 0-6 goal for Nass. Vatira on the ground. He's going for the bump again, and Nass avoids him. That was the one thing that I'm sure was absolutely tilting Vatira in stage number 1. Players that just kept avoiding his bumps. There's only really one player that could do it. Nass does it this time on his first attempt. We haven't seen Vatira go for a lot of that. Really just relying on his aerial ability and his ability to outmaneuver you and outbrain you when he's on offense. It's easier to outbrain you when you have so many options available to you. That same exact line is true for Nass. Nass has had some nice goals on the ground and in the air. Really both players, I think, have mixed it up pretty decently. I still think that this is one of the best, some of the best play that Nass has put together, considering his last run in stage 1 and some of the show matches that he's been in as well. Man has been absolutely grinding, though. You gotta respect it. And to catch Vatira out, oh, he just wasn't able to shoot it on target. Vatira doesn't get the greatest handle on the ball there. Now he's gonna have to recover. What's he sitting at? Has 63. Playing real tight with Nass. Nice job to flip it over him. Doesn't work enough. Now he's got a way out. Good job on defense there again from Vatira. 7 boost in the tank. Wants a bump, and he gets him to tie it up. Nice work from Vatira, this time on the ground bump. Picking it up on the Nass. Nass tracks him. Tries to defend it, but good luck. The only lane that he could turn around on. He got chipped off of it. Little flip. So necessary for Vatira, but he's got to stay on this kickoff. Nass has scored, I think, 2 kickoff goals in this game. He had 3 in the last one, and now he's just punted it off the corner. Has a little bit of control. That was almost a risky touch with how much boost he had in the tank. If Vatira gets anything with purpose there, then he might be dead. Nass probably knows that Vatira didn't have a lot in the tank. Vatira still doesn't have anything in the tank. There's 5 seconds left. Could see overtime in the first game of the match. Maybe Vatira gets bumped and Nass. Oh, no. Oh, Nass just couldn't recover and get away from his own car. And what surely would have been the 0-second game 2 winner. Now you're talking, oh no, Vatira's missed the pop. Now he's got to swing back around. Does that work out? Nass puts it right on top of him. Well, Vatira's got to make the most out of this. He got beat on the last play. He got bumped out. You think, well, maybe that one should have been in. Now Vatira's got a chance to even the playing field, but Nass goes for the quick shot again, and Vatira can't clear it. Nass will go up 2-0 against Vatira in this best of 5 in the first round of group stage. Nass says 2 seconds, no problem. Like that is going to do it. Nass is up 2-0. Chat, if you saw this coming, press 1. How many of y'all saw this coming? Because look at, oh my God. You know, remember how I said if you get over 60% field domination, that's pretty good. That's that probably means you won the game. I mean, it was still a 1-goal game though. That's the crazy thing, is Nass did not win this by multiple goals. Vatira had some great plays down the stretch, beat Nass on some aerial plays, had a reset almost every time, and then at the end, Vatira dropped the one. He tried to take the ball up the back wall and carry it downfield like he did the first time, but he misexecuted, lost control of it, and then had to work harder just to keep up with the ball. He lost the boost after that. Like, that was such a snowball effect after that, and Vatira had control. But it's proven a little difficult right now for him. Nass is putting on a great show. Everything I've said about Vatira on offense, I think Nass is right there with him. It comes down to execution between both of these players. I still feel like this is a 5-game series. I still will not be surprised at all if Vatira nails down the execution. He started downloading Nass's aerial game. And now Vatira, great bump, tackles Nass. Nice work from Vatira. That's exactly how you start. Exactly how you want to start anyway. And not absolutely anybody hit a 1 in chat. I wouldn't have hit a 1 either. I did not expect a 2-0 to start the game. Here we are. And again, the journey for both of these players This is an insane group that these guys are in. You got Naupo, Vatira, Zen. You got Nass, who's looking better and better. Someone in chat earlier said Nass has to be the, I think, fastest improving player or most improved player. One of the two. I definitely categorize him as the one of the fastest improving ones players in the scene right now. And I think you'd be hard pressed to pick a contender right now, considering how Nass looked in stage 1 compared to how he looks right now. Vatira gets the demo on him this time. Oh, nice whip from Vatira. Nass tried to come up for the quick challenge. Vatira does a nice little pop shove it on the ball. It's a nice little wave dash, really easy goal. Had a rocket on it. The prediction was only for one game. It shouldn't have been. It is for the whole series. Oh, it looks like we have the channel point prediction re-go. I did set it up earlier, but then we had some time for, we had to wait some time for players to get into the game. Vatira gonna flick it over and get the lead. A couple of flick goals going in. Both players shadowing closely, and flicks have gotten each player once here. I don't know why I go to that wide camp at all. That is habit from doing it in 3v3. Really, I don't even think I should be hitting that in 3v3. Nass just trying to maintain speed. Vatira's got him beat, though. A quick challenge. And easy cutoff there for Vatira. Nice job working it. Sees he's got the closer read. Gets square on the ball there. And even if that doesn't go straight towards Nass's net, I think the best that Nass gets out of it is a neutral 50 based on how Vatira approached the ball. That's a good save, though. Nass preventing Vatira from really taking off. Well, at least buy himself some time to get some boost. Now he's got a full tank. So no way this doesn't go 5. But Nass will flip it right over him. Vatira thought he could drill into him, maybe get a bump. Chip that ball out, but Nass saw him coming at the last second. Got the flick over him. And we'll pull within 1. Dash recover looks good. Forces Vatira up. That's a shot. That's a goal. As soon as he forces Vatira to jump here, you know he's going to at least get a try on target. And now just like that, you can't, it doesn't matter. Nobody can pull it away. Nobody can pull away by 3 in this game. It's only 2. Every single game, though, has been, or both games have been so tight. He has such a quick aerial, and he gets nothing on it. Vatira's going to punish him easy for it. Nass went for broke on that play. Ultra speed aerial, but ended up losing control of the ball. An easy punish for Vatira over the side. Standard kickoff for Vatira. Trying to demo Nass again. I think that's the one thing about Vatira's play that gets him into trouble against players that are more consistent defenders. Is that aggressive play. Comes up, tries to bump you off the play, likes to shadow you closely, and that happens a lot because of that. Wrap it around to steal the boost. Play him close. You don't want Nass to get a free goal there, but then you kind of wait around on the side wall, thinking, okay, I've done the work. Nass is surely going to wait for me on this play. Nass has not waited for me. Nass has rarely waited for Vatira to do anything on the offensive half on the ball. That's a nice goal, though. Great return to the lead for Vatira. Perfect pop-up, follow-up touch, everything. Yeah, wanted on it. It was a perfect air dribble for Vatira. And it doesn't matter how quickly one player or the other comes back. There will be a goal scored immediately after, just to make sure we really don't know what's going to happen. Vatira, again, sitting close, and he's getting punished for it. Eventually, you're going to jump on Nass for one of these, because Nass is not biting on you sitting closely. I don't think Vatira is expecting Nass to be able to recover that quick and get a pop like he did. I mean, how many times am I going to say he's not expecting it? And it just keeps happening. Vatira gets this goal off the kickoff. But now can he hold Nass down? 5-4, 5-5, 6-5. Yep, that is exactly how it's going. And now 7-6. And Vatira actually going to make it 8-6. Nass is the one who gets caught out this time, as he's expecting Vatira to play it to the corner, or it pops out near Nass. Instead, Vatira goes opposite side, sees Nass still driving forward, and now he's just won another kickoff, but a weak flick. Still a chance for Vatira, steals the boost, far side, good save from Nass, and flips away from Vatira. Now Nass actually turns this into an opportunity. Pre-flip into control with a reset. He lets it go! Beautiful from Nass. Oh, Vatira, well, he felt the pressure as he's coming back. Nass was moving quickly. Sees the pre-flip, sees the reset, tries to cover, and again, it's so close. But Nass, he could see Vatira coming along, so he knows how fast he's moving across. Nass knows that Vatira has to jump early to get that read with his momentum, so he just lets it go. He thinks, I have a better shot of betting that you don't get a solid touch here than I do of trying to force it in. And, well, good recovery again from Nass. Does he pick this up? No, Vatira stays right on top of him. Can play it away, wins this boost. We've had an absolutely hilarious amount of goals scored in this series. It's like 6+ every time. Here's Vatira, tried to catch, no pop. Still maintained control. A little bit of time for Nass to get control of this. Caught out a little bit, but he didn't stay too long in that corner. Still, Vatira's got control, has the ball, and there's just no area for him to get in. You saw him check Nass on the flick. Nass didn't bite. Vatira still got it, got the dunk, and it does not even touch the bar or the post. He gets no rebound to play with. 30 seconds left. Not a lot of boost for Nass. He still can't get out of his own half. He's checking back, making sure. And will at least get a clear, but he needs a little bit more than that. Vatira's got him on ice right now. 20 seconds. Full boosts for both players. Vatira's just going to play it away. May not be how Vatira wanted to play it. Now Nass has control. He wants the bump, and he absolutely deletes him. 9 seconds left in the game. 8-8. Nass threatening to take down Vatira in 3 games flat. Is that actually going to happen here in 9 seconds? Delayed kickoff. Nass wants to win right now. He does not want OT. He's got control. Sees Vatira. Try for the fake. Vatira didn't bite. Vatira got the grab at the end of the game. And we'll keep it going just to get it away from Nass. Nass still hunting, but we will again have more overtime. Sheesh. Standard kickoff for both players. Vatira had to flip off the ball. Now he's going to be having to play defense. Nass drops it. Got the low 50. Wave dash recover. Set it across, but Vatira was already there. Nass side flipping off of it wisely, I think. I don't think that 50 goes well there for him. Now he's got control. Still had the flick. Oh, it's over. Nass with a statement series to start off stage 2 by 3-0ing Vatira. Absolutely nasty games from both players. And I mean, my goodness. Well, I guess Nass just 3-0s those. Chat, I guess he just wins. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. What a result for Nass. Talk about going 1-4 in your group in stage 1. And what? Your only win was against... Was it again? I gotta scroll down and look again. Your only win... I'm looking. That's Group A. That's Group B. There it is. Your only win is against Otto in the group stage last time. Everyone else you end up losing to. You're losing to all the best 1v1 players in the world, granted. But, I mean, still, that was an insane game from Nass. Really, really put on a great performance. GG's to him.